What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm RishaaMariee, and in today's video, clearly that is not me sitting here, but I'm doing my little cousin's hair. So he is super tender-headed. I don't know if he's tender-headed or he just hates us touching his hair. Now you see this smile on his face, right? It's finna change. It's really finna change. He was smiling because he was on camera. But yeah, so I decided to use this knot on my watch on Jackie's to try to, melt some of the tangles before I start combing his hair. And look, I'm just partying, and you already see him flinching, and like, look at his face. The smile completely changed. He is in a mood already. So I haven't even used a comb or anything. I'm just like working the stuff through my hands. And trust, I know like this looks like I'm a little rough because it's sped up, but I was super gentle. Like working ends to tips to root, all that technical jazz. Look at him. He was not having it. And I decided to blow out his hair so it could be a little easier for both of us when I start to actually braid it. And he's just like, girl, cut it out. Like, his attitude was on 10. Like, the minute I really start touching his hair, and his hair is so long, but yeah, he was not for it. So I put that detangler on each section. I went through with a wide tooth comb. I detangled. Look at that. Look, y'all, do you see this? I know you see it. You gotta see it. I blow dry. And it's not funny, but looking at these clips, it's hilarious. Because my man was upset. He was upset. So I just blow dry, and I do all 4 sections like that. I don't include all that, but I did all 4 sections like that. So for all the people that's like, if he acts like this, just cut his hair. I agree with you. I agree, but I'm not his mama, okay? And also, he has an opinion of his own. So I kept this next clip in just to prove my point. So listen to what this young man had to say. You want to get a haircut like your brothers? No? Okay, so let me do it. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I asked him, did he want me to just cut his hair, I was like, I can get the scissors right now. He says no. He likes the way his hair looks when it's braided, but he does not like the process. And I think that's most tender-headed people. I don't know if the sound of the blow dryer freaks him out. I don't know what it is, but he just get like, he's cool a little bit, then he's like gets to this, like this right there, and then he's okay, and then he's it's a lot going on, okay? It's a lot. So this is his hair fully blown out, and it's super thick and super long. It's like mid-back. So what I did first is I do like a dry part. So I just go in and like try to eyeball it and just try to get it straight as possible. And then I apply jam down the part and then go in and repart again. So that's what you're seeing right now. This is my hand, Malik. My hand hurts too. I keep a lot of different clips just so y'all can see like how every little phase of this went. Like, it was whining and crying the whole time from beginning to end. Oh my goodness. Like, shout out to the parents that got tender-headed babies and you have to go through this all the time, because your patience, I don't have it. I don't have it. This is why I don't have kids. This is why I understand why. So I did the part, and then I kind of part his hair into fours, which I don't know, he hates the whole process. I can't tell you which part he hates more because I couldn't tell. All the noises sounded the same after a while, so I couldn't tell which one was worse. Then I parted into fours. I'm working one side at a time. I did the part and then the jam and then part again. And then I'm really just trying to section everything off so I can kind of see where I'm going with it, because as you can see, parting is probably the hardest part because he's not still at all. And I really think that jam and then going in with the comb again helps you to get the most defined part, especially with people that, are a little antsy or not as still when you're trying to do their hair. So I part in like the center, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to braid up each side because it's going to be 2 pigtails in the end coming straight down. So I part down the center so that everything can kind of line up evenly, and the braid won't be wonky. But you'll see as I'm going along, like you'll see how I'm doing this. So I start with the braids, and each way through I'm just parting and I'm braiding. And this is a little hard to explain, so I'll just have to let y'all watch so y'all can see what I'm actually doing. We had to give him some tissue because, you're going to see him dabbing his face because the dramatics. I mean, he's obviously, I don't know. I promise you, I was not braiding tight. I was not pulling. I was not doing anything. But certain parts of his hair, he was less tender-headed. I know in the back, like the nape, it was a wrap. But like up here, like the top, it wasn't horrible for him. But the back, the back, he was not having it. Not at all. But I'm going to just let y'all watch. I'm going to let y'all see how I tackled this tender-headed baby's hair. So, proceed to watch.
It's something about you that's so familiar. Something that's got me wanting to know you. And I can't put my finger on it, but it feels like I've been here before. It's something about me that makes me wonder. I swear I met you, but you're a stranger, and I can't put my finger on quite what it is. Oh, but I've been here before. Maybe it was me who brought you here. I should run the other way, but I stay right here, and I'll be a fool for you. I know myself, but I pretend. I've even knocked it back again. Now I'm all fool for you. I love you time and time again. I know just how the story ends up.
And I didn't braid all the way to the end. So I just braided a little bit past the scalp so it wouldn't unravel. And as you see, I braid up on each end. And then I leave a little bit of hair out in the center, because what that's going to do is leave that part to help me braid it down. It's gonna, so everything can look nice. You'll see how it works out. But see, my mom had to come in. She felt bad for him, so she's trying to coddle him and console him while I'm braiding the back, because he wasn't happy. This wasn't a happy experience for him, okay? And I was trying to tell him, like, look at yourself. Like, you don't want to cry. You don't want to look like that. He was laying all down on me and everything, and we just had to get it done. I did give him a break in between sides, but the back, baby, the back, I don't know, but the back, as you can see, he has to lay down. Somebody's rubbing his leg. He's crying, snotting. But I'm trying to go as quickly as possible, but also get his parts straight. I'm just like, because we don't want to have to take nothing down, fix anything. Like, let's just get it done. So yeah, don't braid all the way to the end. I just braided a little bit past the scalp. So once I got off the scalp, I braided like not even an inch, just so that it wouldn't unravel and everything stays nice and neat together. And we just leave that whole part down, all the rest of the hair down. We don't want to braid to the ends.
hard to ignore you, and I can't wrap my head around it, but it feels like I loved you before. Maybe it was me who brought you here. I should run the other way, but I stay.
So that little piece of hair that we left out in the front is going to allow for us to start the French braid. So we left that little piece out. We're going to braid it and then start just adding those braids in and just going straight down that pattern. Now, if you parted it straight, it should line up evenly. It was a little bit of my braid that was kind of, twisting a little bit to the side, but for the most part, it lined up pretty evenly. And I'm just gathering each braid as we go down and just braiding it straight down all the way to the end. And just ain't funny, but just braid it straight down to the end. Once you get off the scalp, you may want to add a little bit more jam just so all the hairs can stand there nice and neat, but just keep braiding. And jam really is key, especially for people who struggle with getting straight parts or feel like their hair doesn't look that neat and nice when they're done. Try jam in a rat tail comb. Like, the simplest products will do wonders. And as you can see, my parts look relatively straight, especially for how much he was moving throughout this whole process. And when I was done, I did the exact same thing on the other side. I did give him a break in between because he wasn't having it. I oiled his scalp. I gave him like a little massage in between each braid. And then I applied foam all over his hair. I put a do-rag on. And I went over it with the blow dryer just to kind of like set everything in place. So that's what you see I'm doing now. And then, you guys, this is the final look. Now, to the right is the inspo picture. I actually showed him the inspo picture before I started, and then I showed him this video when it was done. And he was like, wow, it looks exactly like the picture. So he was happy with it. He really liked it. And I think it's pretty spot on. Y'all got to let me know in the comments, like, what you think. Was I close? Was I off? I struggled. Y'all saw the struggle. For the struggle, I think this was pretty dope. For the struggle, this was dope. Now, I'll catch you guys in my next upload. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you back here Wednesday. Peace.